I just want to bring in Gabriel at this point. He says bad manners. He says a former president should know what to do when you're exiting office. What's your view?
First of all, thank you, Eric, for inviting us here once more. I think, from my own view, two things preceded where we are today. And I think the current president, William Ruto, was magnanimous enough after the elections when they happened, actually at Kasarani. The first order of business after swearing in was to give his predecessor what I would call a carte blanche. And that was the peace envoy, like Senator has said. What did that signify? To any self-respecting leader, that would mean this person has a place for me. And you have been given the carte blanche that I'm talking about. You can go to these other countries as a peace envoy, but there's something we are not discussing. Who do you report to at the end of the day, if not the person who gave you the job? So I would expect there to be an open line of discussion. The president, the former president, should actually be calling his, or the current president, and be telling him, you know, this is where we have reached. We should be seeing, you see, you are coming from a backdrop where...
So what you're saying is that the former President Uhuru should be calling President Ruto.
Yes, you have...
To give status reports.
Not only that,
on the peace process in the DRC.
That is what I would have expected.
But what else?
Apart from that, that in itself opens up an environment where they would be talking. So it actually took me back when the president this week actually shocked most of us by saying, I don't have any need to talk to him. That actually got me by surprise. This is somebody who gave you the job. Now, we know very well their relationship has not been rosy for the past 5, maybe 4 years. And as such, this is somebody who really bent over backwards, if we have to be honest, Eric, who bent over backwards to actually campaign for you in 2013 and 2017. The best you can do, again, if we have to be honest, is you can disagree with him on many fronts, but be honest with them. You can actually have it not to support them. At the end of the day, yes, you have your own reasons, you have your own free will. You can say, I won't support you, but do not decampaign them. I thought that was quite disrespectful. All right? And
so your choices are limited?
No, they are not limited.
Your own freedoms are limited?
No.
Because we were partners 2 years ago.
Eric, these people were not just partners. Let's be honest. I think, you know, you have to go way back if you are to look at their relationship. You can go all the way back to 2022. When they lost to Honorable Moi Kibaki the late. 2002. They were together. And they had been together even before, when Moi actually surprised the entire country by saying, you know what, this is the person I'll choose. They were together. When they lost, they were together. Somewhere around 2007, things happened. This one was in this mrengo, this one was this mrengo. But eventually, they again came back together. So we are talking about a relationship that has actually been strengthened.
I'm not getting what you're saying here, Gabriel.
No, Eric, you're getting what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Because what I'm trying to say is, you are looking at what has transpired by what we have seen, and now that the two presidents, one former president and the current president, are at crossroads.
Yeah.
That's what we are looking at.
Yes.
And me, I'm bringing you from the historical perspective to show you that, yes, one has given the other one a carte blanche and went ahead and gave him something to do. You know, actually...
So basically what you're saying is the president should... Former President Uhuru Kenyatta.
We should not be here.
Former President Uhuru Kenyatta should do.
Where you're calling a press conference and really chastising the current president of several things, to an extent of saying that he himself is actually moving in a direction as to suggest he may be looking to hurt your family. Now, if you are to accept that philosophy, then you have to tell me that the president lied. President William Ruto lied to us that he does not control the police when he gave them the financial freedom. We know very well he was on TV by saying, I have, and he dared the DCI and NPS, the police, I dare anyone to come and say that I have called and given them instructions. Right? If we are to believe that these institutions are independent, then we have to say, and we have to agree, that if any law enforcement officer would call upon you to say we need or we require this, there is no need really, like Senator is saying, there is no need really to make a hullabaloo. I know so many people who've been visited by law enforcement officers to tell them we need to see, we need to come in, we need to look at, we need you at the police station or at the DCI. And they show up. What I don't want to do, or what I don't, or what I won't want to see is us creating some levels of these people must abide with these certain laws and rules, these others must abide to this. We do not have two sets of laws, Latif. And it should be looked at that way.
So if you were to look at the two leaders, right? Is any of them behaving in a manner that is not desirable to you?
No, let me put it this way. If there was a problem, I would have believed, or I would like to believe, that the former President Uhuru Kenyatta has William Ruto's number on speed dial.
And vice versa?
Yes, and they can talk.
Okay.
Because the issue was at the former president's son's, or what we are told, the home of the president's son. What really President Uhuru Kenyatta, instead of all this hullabaloo, what he would have done, in fact, would not have known about this. He would have reached out to his former deputy, the current president now, and said, by the way, there's something going on. Could you find out, because probably I do not have information, or could you lead me or direct me to somebody who can give me the information that I require?
So, former president hears that his mother's security has been withdrawn.
Yes.
He's quiet.
Yes. And I have the explanation, by the way.
He's quiet.
Yeah.
Right? Former president hears that there are officers in